Thank you very much, Courtney. Our man Drew Kozub is taking on what for a lot of people is going to be a brand new sport, which is a bit tricky to define. We check in as he learns a lesson in parkour this morning. Good morning, Drew.
Good morning, Jeremy. Something that I wasn't familiar with until this morning, but getting to learn so much more about. It's a little like gymnastics. It's a little like figure skating or dance, and it's a lot like whatever you can imagine yourself doing, use the environment around you to pull that off. So we're talking jumps, we're talking flips, we're talking rolls, and it's really interesting because you don't necessarily have to be already talented at these sorts of body movements and body control, because there's some very basic moves that anyone can learn.
Yeah, most of us understand the basics of a jump and a hop and a grab, but it's when you put that creativity and that artistic flair into it that things turn into parkour.
It's when you put those things together and then do it on the side of a wall. That's when parkour happens. And to tell us a little bit more about it, here's Mark Selby. So Mark, that was, what do we call that exactly?
That's a PK roll. So basically I'm doing it off of a really low height here, but we'll be doing it off of 10 feet, 15 feet. There's people recorded 3 stories up to 7 stories, which is unbelievable, and I would never recommend that to anyone, especially when you're learning parkour.
That's a do not try at home, but in a nice safe environment with this, where we've got spongy floors and we've got pros like you who can kind of show us how to do this right. That seems like even at a high height to me. Like this is how high you jumped off and rolled on the ground. So yeah. I'm guessing with parkour, technique is very, very important.
Very, very important.
So this move that you showed us is a way to get out of a bunch of elaborate moves. So you've done a couple of things, like maybe you've done a flip, maybe you've done, I don't know, some other cool parkour stuff, run up a wall, then you land and do one of those rolls.
Yeah.
So this is something you can teach to anybody?
Yeah.
Including this guy?
Perfect.
Break it down and show me how that technique goes.
Okay, I'm actually going to get my brother Tom over here just to kind of show you guys where on the body that you're doing a PK roll. But you'll drop down, your feet will come down towards the ground, and as soon as you hit the ground, hands first, kind of in a diamond, or you can even just kind of spread your hands out like that or here, and you start to head towards your elbow, and the momentum actually carries across your elbow, shoulder, and then just across your back.
From your shoulder to your opposite hip.
So shoulder to opposite hip, and the idea is we want to be nice and silent when we're doing this, like we're pretending that we're ninjas.
The reason that we avoid doing over the spine, obviously, because parkour takes place outside on concrete, and if you perfect the PK roll, doing it from your shoulder to your hip, you can avoid hurting your spine, and you can do it properly and spread the force over a larger surface area.
Let's see you do it. Let's see you do it one more time, and then I'm going to try. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. Okay, now for the amateur beginner attempt. I'm going to go a little bit slower.
Perfect.
Did I do it right?
The thing about parkour, it's all repetition. So over time, it'll get better and better and better. And eventually, you can be doing those height drops. It just takes a lot of time, and you want it to become muscle memory. It has to be automatic when you're out there doing parkour.
Now, there's drop-in opportunities at Fantastic Gymnastics for people to try this out. But you guys also do birthday parties where you guys come up with parkour games. So is this one of the sorts of games that you get the kids to try out?
Exactly. When they come to a parkour birthday party, I really want to go. It's a shorter amount of time. Normally, I like to do private lessons or classes where it can be like months at a time, and they can learn all the basics. But in this class, we'll drill as many things as we can in one go. So it'll be like an hour, 2 hours. It can be PK rolls, we can cover vaults, teach them how to get up a wall, and just general conditioning.
So some really fun, basic, simple stuff, so it's going to be safe. Is there sort of a cap on how big you'd like a birthday party to be if you're teaching a class here?
No, I mean, you can talk to the gym, you can email us, and we'll help you figure that out.
Sounds like a very fun sport to get into. If you want more information, just go to our website at breakfasttelevision.ca, because we've got all of the details there to connect you with parkour. Taking a quick break here from Fantastic Gymnastics, but right now you can check in with Jenna Kahn to get your current weather conditions.